The third book I'd like to share with you is Creating Textures in Pen and Ink with Watercolor by Claudia Nice. And this is one of my favorite mediums to use, pen and ink and watercolor. And so to learn how to create all these various textures, Claudia Nice has really done an exceptional job with explaining how to do all these. She goes over in chapter 1 of the materials. She then moves on to basic textures and techniques using blotting, alcohol, salt, splatter, stamping, wet on wet, how to make transparency looks with glass, eyes, water, and waves. Chapter on metallic impressions, how to get polished silver, brass, gold, copper, cast iron, tarnished metal, enamelware, and rust. She goes over earth textures, the soil, sand, volcanic rock, granite, marble, adobe and brick and stone masonry. Then skies, she breaks it down into skies and weather, cumulus clouds, rainbows, thunderstorms, snow, your sunset and sunrises, wood grain patterns for weathered wood, old painted wood, aged fencing, wood grains, polished wood even. Tree techniques, how to get your conifer tree bark, your hardwood tree bark, roots, branches, foliage. Then she goes into florals, how to do the watercolor florals, various textures and techniques, and how to do lichen and mushrooms with the moss. Then she's got still life strategies for fruit, eggs, onions, seashells, basketry, pottery, and then a section on fur to feathers, animal hair, scaly skin, butterflies, and feathers. This is really one of my favorite books that I have out of all my collection. I'm using this one also as a very valuable resource book. She gives you step-by-step instructions in here for the various breakdowns of the textures throughout a composition. Cast iron and tarnished metal, enamel, buildings. This is earth textures with the sandstone, skies and weather, the wood grains, fencing, tree barks, how to get the various textures, how to do the various branches a different way. Then the various floral textures here. Leaf textures, textile textures. This is one that I really use a lot. Pottery and basketing, animal hair. Just a really good resource material book for how to create textures. Pen and Ink with Watercolor by Claudia Nice. There's another book that I like of Claudia Nice's. And the second book of Claudia Nice's that I like is Down by the Sea. And this one is also done with drawing and painting with watercolor, acrylic, and pen and ink. She's one of my favorite watercolor and pen and ink artists. This shows you how to do various textures and compositions for painting motion in water. She breaks down into the various color mixings even to use to get the various colors that you see with the water. This is a valuable portion that I use a lot. How to draw stick figures, not only for your beach scenes, but just for landscapes in general. And breaks it down, you know, showing the various movements. How to add children, and how the children's body is a lot more rounder, and I find it actually harder to draw than adult human bodies. Harbor boats and marina. She just breaks it down into really easy to understand and easy to do explanations and examples, and even breaks down the various colors that you might see in the first layer here of the mallard duck's head. Just really interesting, simple techniques. How to mask your light areas and then put your colors on for the heron. Some interesting little tricks. This is a favorite page. Mixing the colors of tropical seas. She gives you exact breakdowns of the various colors she chooses and what she adds to them to make the various colors in the water. She is definitely one of my favorite artists that I follow a lot. Down by the Sea, Claudia Nice. And I believe Down by the Sea has 2 or 3 different covers on it. So you might want to check that out.